So, I'm about to go see a new movie in theaters. It's about to be a scary movie.
Just the beginning. Oh, coup de grace again on it.
Welcome guys back to another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Scary Movie 6. Oh, by the way, for the people that are wanting me to show you the scenes that I'm talking about for certain movies, like, not saying that's like a bad thing, I completely get that, but what I was going to say was, we're going to need to wait on that. If you didn't see my post, the reason is because I'm not good at that yet. So eventually y'all will have that, but this video and a few more videos you won't. But yeah, welcome guys back to another video, and today we're reviewing Scary Movie 6. Scary Movie 6 is the 6th installment into the Scary Movie franchise. This is the return to the franchise after, I think, 10 or so years, more than 10 years, but and it's not only the return to the franchise, but the return to the Wayans, like making the movies. And sour spray, by the way. And what did I think about it? We're gonna get into that and so much more. So make sure you comment below what your thoughts are about the movie, and what do you think? Were you excited for this, and did it make you disappointed? Did it surprise you? Walking into this, super pumped. If you don't know, I've been excited for Scary Movie 6 for a long time. I've been excited to see what they were gonna parody and all of this. And then I started hearing the earlier reviews saying it was a slop and it was like not funny, which is the one that hurt me the most. People, Rotten Tomatoes giving it a low score didn't hurt me, but a lot of people saying it just, a lot of reliable people I know saying it wasn't funny, really was making me not want to go see it. But then I ended up going to see it. And what did I think about it? And I'm coming out of Scary Movie 6 giving it a C. And that pains me to say, because not that it's bad. It's not bad. But Scary Movie 6 is definitely disappointing. Through the whole movie, I say I only laughed out loud like 3 times. And that's not good for a scary movie. Well, for a scary movie like the new installment Scary Movie franchise. I laughed out. I'm not gonna explain any of the jokes, and I'm not gonna make a spoiler review, even though I want to. Maybe eventually down the line I will, but there's so much stuff to talk about that it's just gonna be rough for me if I did. But Scary Movie 6, like, a few jokes I was like legitimately laughing out loud, but for the most part I just hit like the look, it's that movie. Look at that movie. Oh, it's weapons. Sinners. And just look, it's John Wick. Oh, they're breaking the fourth wall. He's gay. Oh my gosh, like, what? Like, no. I'm joking. Yeah, there was legitimately only like a few instances where I was laughing out loud, but I will say the best part of the movie, which is the best part of about most of the scary movies, that he's in, is, what's his name? It's not Marlon Wayans, but I think it's his brother. No, I think it's his brother. I know it's his brother. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he's hilarious. When his gay, like him like needing to act gay, and he's like randomly like there's a scene where it's a Sinners thing where it's like, we're here to party, do some half gay S word, and and what's his face is, "Why just half gay?" That one's funny. And then they're just saying, I'm going into spoilers. Sorry. For me, this is definitely spoiler warning. I'm going to get into spoilers, but I'm just not going to explain everything. But another instance is a Get Out reference where, in Get Out, where the guy is running towards the main character and then he goes that way. It's a dude running at him like in the same way, but he's in underwear because he's getting chased by the Wayans brother. And sorry, I'm blanking on his name right now, but dude, so he's chasing him because he's gay. And by the way, he has a thing at the beginning of the movie saying he's not gay because it's a famous meme right now. And it's a Sinners reference as well. But yeah, he's chasing him, and that leads to another Get Out reference where Shorty, which Shorty's the best part of the movie. If you say anything else, you're wrong. The OG characters are way better than the new characters, and that's obvious. Shorty was great. Cindy was great. I think a lot of them though were like a little forced, like Doofy. I didn't think needed to be there, in my opinion. I get why he was there, but I don't think he needed to be there. I also thought it was very brave that they killed a lot of the main characters. Major spoilers. Like, they killed Doofy. They kill, what is the parody name of Gale? She dies. All of the new characters die. So Tuesday, which is hilarious, like a parody of Wednesday and Jenna Ortega. There's a line in the movie where they're like, stop acting so much. You're not going to win an Oscar. It's a horror movie. It's just not going to happen. Because Jenna Ortega definitely acts a lot in horror movies because she wants an Oscar, which is whatever. Well, that's probably not the reason, but like she seems like it. But yeah, Tuesday dies. The parody of Sam from Scream 5 and 6 dies. Her boyfriend dies. All the new characters die. There's 2 trans characters. I'm not gonna get too much in that because I know that's not my place to talk about. I would say I don't have a problem with that, but them making fun of it, I think, is definitely something they needed to do. And by the way, making fun of something does not mean that you're against it. Like, in a movie, at least. Because, like, they parody horror movies that they love all the time. So they're not saying that they hate trans people. I've seen a lot of people say that. No. That's not what they're saying. They're doing that because it's a big thing now. There's a trans character that went from a boy to a girl. Wait, no. A girl to a boy, sorry. And then there's a them character. And it's hilarious. Like, the part, I think it's one of the worst jokes one of the least well-crafted jokes in the movie, when they're on the bus and you have the Scream 5 thing, and then the woman's like, he stabbed her. No, my pronouns are they, them. He stabbed them, which is the parody version of Mindy from Scream 5 and 6 and 7. Speaking of which, there's a 6-7 joke in this movie during the weapons part, because it's basically kids are fed weed candy and they are high, so they're just being goofy, and you hear one of them go 6-7, 6-7, and then get ran over by a car. But where was I at? Oh, let me lock in. Oh yeah, and then basically progressively people are just expressing why they don't like they thems, basically, and just different people on the bus try to stab them, and it brings you back to like Scary Movie 1 or 2. I don't remember what scene, which one had that one scene where a bunch of people just started stabbing the character, and you're like, why is this happening? It's the same thing, and it's not entertaining. One of my least favorite jokes in the movie. One of my favorite jokes in the movie is the substance, which is called the stuff in this movie. And when this is where the Gale's character dies, or the Gale parody dies, is they give her the stuff, or the substance, and she dies, but what comes out of her is a white chick from White Chicks, basically promoting White Chicks 2, which is supposedly going to come out if Scary Movie succeeds, which it already has. And then Ghostface from behind stabs the white chick and is like, White Chicks 2 might. And it's hilarious. That's one of the best jokes in the movie. There's a lot of good jokes. There's just a lot of ones that fall flat. And I'm going into the jokes right now, but here in a minute I'll talk about why it's more negative. But yeah. And there's just a lot of not well-crafted jokes, like the Terrifier parody. So stupid. The Longlegs parody gets moved to the end credits, and it's not even that good. The Weapons parody was rushed. The Sinners parodies were fine. The Ma parody was not even good. She didn't even do the Don't Let Me Drink Aloud. Did she even do that? She just gets called Ma and has the bob. But whatever. So the Ma parody wasn't very good. What else did they parody? The Get Out parody was really good. Oh, during the Get Out parody, so basically Shorty sits in the chair and Ghostface clinks the teeth in like Get Out, and he gets sunk into the chair after talking about something very inappropriate. If you want to see it, just watch the movie. And he gets transported into K-pop demon hunters. You did it. Yep. So he gets transported into K-pop demon hunters, and he makes his own sexualized and hilarious version of Golden from K-pop demon hunters. And it's not as catchy, but it should have been. But it was so good. That was also a really good joke in the movie. That one had me dying. That was so funny. Yeah, the Get Out parody was really good. Yeah, the Terrifier parody was not good. It was not all that. The John Wick parody could have been better. Like, it was entertaining and all, but like it just. What happened? I'm definitely forgetting a lot, but what happened basically is in the middle of the movie, it was just the Michael Jackson parody was disgustingly bad. Like, not that I didn't like that they're obviously saying that he touched children. That's not it, because you know where I stand on that. I don't think. Move on. That's not the reason. It's just the scene wasn't good. Tuesday hospital scene was good. Doofy's dead was alright. I'm just glad he was off the screen, because if Doofy would have been in the movie a little longer, I think I would have lost my mind, because he's so annoying. I'll get to the killer reveal in a second. Okay, but yeah, here we go. This is the reason I didn't really like the movie, other than most of the jokes, like literally most of them not landing with me. Most of them I was either like, heh, or I just didn't find funny. Only a few I was like, oh my god, like it was funny. No. My biggest problem though is that usually, especially with the Wayans, they made Scary Movie a franchise that, yes, had a bunch of parodies, but like but it ties into one story. The reason this one's so weird is because, and especially the middle, it's like it's a bunch of SNL skits. It's not fun. But that's all I'm gonna say in that category. But I gotta talk about two more like funny things that happen in here. Well, no, a few more funny things that happen in here, because a few things that they mentioned. They talk about Kanye being a K member. I like it's funny. Well, they don't talk about it. They show a book. It's funny. There's a scene with Kai Cenat and Shorty, because Shorty's the live streamer in this, and Ghostface chops off Kai Cenat's head. So Kai is dead in this universe now. They talk about the Kendrick and Drake beef. There's at the very beginning of the movie, there's a big Final Destination reference. And there's one where this dude's like, oh, I made it out alive thanks to my lucky penny. And then the kid gets destroyed by a roller coaster. Yeah, dude, there's so many. I'm not going to be able to talk about every joke because there's so much in this movie. There's a Wicked reference where one of the characters goes, and then the glass breaks. And then one of them's like, Wicked. One of the worst jokes in the movie. That might be the worst joke in the movie. It's so unfunny. A lot of, going back to like the trans jokes, I think a lot of the trans jokes were more funny with the one that was a girl turned into a boy, because there was a lot more to go off of there. And also, Mindy's all of the new characters, so like the ones that would be parodies of Scream 5, 6, and 7, are all dead. The only characters that survived were Shorty. Dude, I'm forgetting his brother's name. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I know. Kill me in the comments. I get it. Cindy. Shoot. Dude, you know I know her name. Stop. But the core four. Say that again. They do call themselves the core four, and they're like, nah, that's cringy. And then they walk out after they light the new characters on fire, and the house burns. Stu's house burns, kind of like Scream 7, and they're walking out. They're like, we don't even need to do a dramatic entrance. And then they turn around and their butt cheeks are showing because they got their backs, like their clothes on their back got burnt off, and it's weird, but like whatever. But time for the killer reveal. So basically they build it up, and it ends up being the parody of Jack Quaid's character, which I'm blanking because I haven't watched Scream 5 in 2,000 years. But the parody of Jack Quaid's character, which is the killer in Scream 5. And then the second killer is a parody of like two different characters. It's a parody of Chad's girlfriend from Scream 5, but it's also a parody of Amber from Scream 5, and she's the other killer, kind of like Amber. And you think they're the killers because they're like, oh, we're the killers. They stab a few people, so you legitimately think that's just the killer reveal. But then, and then there's more ghost faces. Oh, by the way, sorry, I got the name wrong. It's Ray. That's what I thought it was, but Ray is the other way in his character. Sorry, gay Ray. I should have known. But the kill reveal ends up being Anthony Anderson, Shaq, because Kevin Hart said no. That's what they said. Shorty, and Ray. I don't think they could have done anything better. And by the way, the motive was better than Scream 7's motive, because the motive in Scream 7 sucked. The motive was that the other two legacy characters went on to do movies without them after they got cut off. Scary Movie, and that is hilarious. And then they kill Anthony, and they kill Shaq. Like, they're like, the first one, they kill Shaq. They're like, we never forgive you for whatever they said. And then they just stabbed Shaq a bunch of times. And then Ray was gay again. You'll watch it and you'll see. And then they were asking Anthony, they were talking to Anthony, and he was like, I actually got nominated 8 times for, I think it was Emmy or something, an award. And then Shorty's like, but you never won. And then they stabbed him and killed him. And then they killed a bunch of the other characters. Well, they killed the parodies of the killers from Scream 5, so they killed them. And then Tuesday and Sarah, which is the parody of Sam, were left alive, and eventually leading to the core 4 of legacy characters burning the house down with all of them in it and walking away. Peak cinema, better killer. I think that's a better killer reveal than the past 2 Scream movies, if not 3. I'm joking. I really like Scream 5s, but Scream 6 and 7, that was a better motive. Well, motive, I don't know, but definitely better killer reveal than both of the last two Scream movies, and I loved it. I thought like Randy, Ray and Shorty being the killers were great, and then Anthony and Shaq were hilarious. That's like I was like, what? If it was Kevin Hart, I definitely would have liked it a little more, but it's fine. But it was hilarious because it was basically it got revealed to be Shaq, and then he stood up and said that he was on his knees and pretending to be Kevin Hart because Anthony thought it was Kevin Hart, and he's like, on my knees, I'm the same height as Kevin Hart. And dude, it was so good. Yeah. The kill reveal was really good. Overall, as a movie, I did not love it. I did not hate it. I thought it was okay. I think it was good at best. It was a C. It was alright. Very definitely disappointing, but I think Scary Movie 7 definitely has room to be way better. Not saying this one bad though. I thought this one was good. No, I thought this one was pretty good. Could have been better. I think they referenced too much. There was way too much where it just felt like SNL skits, and it just wasn't entertaining anymore. And the jokes didn't hit. They need to make more clever jokes rather than just rehashing something. Oh, they did make an Epstein Island joke. They did make a Republican joke. They cut out Donald Trump jokes. I forgot about the Epstein Files thing. Basically, before the white chick gets revealed to be out of her, they pull out the Epstein Files and it says unredacted. It's hilarious. There's a lot of things I wish they would have added, and then there's a lot of things I wish they would have gotten rid of. Oh, by the way, the Smile parody is definitely smaller than it was. The whole thing where they're smiling down the hallway is not in the movie. And the whole thing where Art the Clown is mocking Tuesday in the mirror, not in the movie. All you get from Art the Clown is him in a Santa outfit for about 2 minutes. It's very underwhelming. But yeah, overall, it's an okay movie. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Comment below when you think it is, and I'll see y'all in the next vid. You're going to get Backrooms review probably tomorrow. You're going to get a review of 2 Aladdin movies in one video. Minnie's Midnight Massacre. You're getting a Mortal Kombat 2. Disclosure Day is coming up. Yeah, you gotta keep that all on your radar. You fans of the channel will be feeding. Pause. No. Oh. Also, by the way, before we move on, there's a lot in this movie. There's a lot of talks about sex. But yeah. Wow, y'all have a lot of stuff to watch this month, next month, month after, because I'm doing better after this school year. Next school year I'll be doing better, because it's just I was real busy and I did not have time. But yeah, see y'all in the next vid. Peace.